The Backdoor is Doors' second subfloor ever added to the game, being very difficult for many people. It's an old dusty basement with nothing but boxes littering the floor and is home to 3 deadly entities who want nothing more than to end your run. But if you were to wake up there one day in the Backdoor as a normal human being, would you be able to outrun the timer? Or will your fatigue get the best of you and have haste be the last thing you'll ever face? That's exactly what we're going to try to figure out today. Leave a like on the video if you think this will be interesting, but let's hop right through the back into the Backdoor. Wait. This video is part of a series, and so far we've also done the hotel. So if you want to check that out after this, make sure to go and do that. But now, back to the video. Somehow you find yourself outside in the pouring rain with nowhere to go, but into a metal door with a glowing yellow sign up top. So, that's what you do. Turn the handle, and you step inside. Without any time to be able to figure out what the heck just happened to you, you try to assess the situation and rummage through every nook and cranny and drawer of this first room without going to the second one to find anything that could possibly help you. You'll need it. Well, the first thing we gotta do is figure out how you're gonna be running through pretty much 50 doors non-stop without being too tired. So I did a quick Google search on them, and yes, most of them were pretty bad. Well, let's take a look at what they said. So we got things like pace yourself, that's a good one. Warm up, that's pretty good. Follow a training plan, don't have time for that. Increase your distance, like be consistent. These things, training, we don't have time for that. Hydrate for running, do we have water? Not really, unless you're gonna drink the rain. Fuel your runs, once again, no food. Do strength training, I guess we could like lift a table or something, but there's not much we can do. So here's what I came up with. What we're going to do is we're going to do some warm-ups, like in the room, some stuff that you can quickly do, and do a little bit of stretching. And the second thing we're going to do is for getting hydrated. I do have a plan on how you can use the rainwater to hydrate yourself so that you don't, like, pass out when you're running. And since most people don't just randomly carry a water bottle with them, you're gonna not have anything to collect the water in for it to be able to stay safe. But according to this one random website that I found, it is fine to drink rainwater, but it's fine to drink rainwater before it touches the ground out of the sky. Should I trust it? Probably not, but for the sake of the video, let's just go with it. So even if the metal door closed behind you, you can probably open it back up and just, I guess, catch the water in your hand, because it is pouring out there, so it's probably not that hard to catch some water in your hands or just in your mouth and get a little bit more water in you. Why not, I guess? And you can just be in that first room for however long you want, because haste or dread, he can't get you in that first room. So after you've done all that, did a little bit of exercising and stretching just to get warmed up, you get a little bit more water so that you're hydrated. You crouch under the barrier, grab the key, and make your way to the first door. You open it up, and here's where you start your run. As soon as you start, you want to pace yourself. You don't want to go too fast, but you're going to run. You're going to pull the lever as quick as you can and go down the proper path. Every single time that you open the door, you're going to want to look at the timer on it to see how much time you have left. You're going to be able to run for a few rooms, but at the start, you can just jog a little bit, nothing too crazy. Even if you open the drawers to get the vials of starlight, never grab the coins because they are gold, and gold is heavy and will absolutely weigh you down and make it a lot harder to run. And there's also no real reason for you to get the gold, because you're not trying to afford the bottle, because this video is just about the Backdoor, not the hotel. You'll end up going through another 3 or 4 rooms, and you'll realize that the timer's ticking down very fast. A little too close for comfort, because you only have just over a minute, and you'll probably have faced a few entities. Let's go over the 3 that you're going to have to cover. Well, 3.5 if you count the other one. Sooner or later, you will hear the sound of Blitz coming. It's a weird, screechy, distorted sound, and you'll know what it is. It sounds a little bit like this. Since hide doesn't exist, you can just go into a closet as soon as you can, but my recommendation is to go through the next room, see if there's a closet in it, and if so, get to it. You have a decent amount of time to get in, and then just hide there. The entity that's coming is called Blitz. It has 2 different states, red and green. So when it's green, it'll be coming for the first time. Wait and see if it goes red. If it goes red, never get out until you see the green light pass by. Once you hear the sound go away, immediately, as fast as you can, get out of the closet and continue your run. And blitz coming might also just be a little bit of a good thing, because when you're in the closets, you can just take a breather, take a little bit of a rest until you have to continue running. The next entity that you're gonna have to encounter is called the Lookman. He's pretty dangerous, but also very simple to stay away from. All you gotta do is just at all times look down. Especially if you're in a dark room, you should be able to see his little bit of a red glow, and if you do, just make sure you look down and don't look back up. If you do happen to look up, see if you can close your eyes or squint your eyes, but if he does attack you, it doesn't take away too much health, and he will teleport to another spot, so make sure if you do get damaged, look down immediately. You don't want to die to this guy. But no matter how fast you run, the timer continues to tick down. 1 second, another second, until eventually... what you just witnessed is called haste. Once the timer runs out, this guy comes and runs at you, and you have 10 seconds to pull a lever. But up to this point, you've been running relatively slowly or just jogging to save your energy. But as soon as the timer goes down enough, you want to book it as fast as you can. But let's take things back a few steps. Whenever you open a drawer, make sure to look out for this yellow glow. If you see it, grab it. Keep it in your hand because this will be useful. What you can do, because indoors what you do is you take it and you drink the entire thing. And it makes you fast, it gives you health, and it glows. The item I'm talking about is called the Vial of Starlight. So instead of just taking the whole thing, you can take small sips and get smaller amounts of the effect. So instead of becoming super fast for a quick amount of time, you can drink it slowly and take small amounts of drinks so that you are a little bit faster for a longer amount of time. And every single time you drink it, it heals you a little bit. So with the Lookman we were talking about earlier, if you do end up getting damaged by it, you can drink a small amount of this and it will make you feel a little bit better. Now let's talk about the levers. Whenever you open up a door, make sure to look on every single wall of the room while still running so that you don't lose any speed. If you happen to spot one, go and pull it and then continue running. Once again, if you hear blitz, hide, and make sure to tilt your head slightly down so that you don't get lookmaned. Lookmanded. Don't look. Lookmand. Look at it. Don't. Just don't look. And even though you're pacing yourself, you might get a little bit tired, so if that happens, take a drink of the Vial of Starlight and it should re-energize you and make you run faster again. But after countless lever pulls, blitzes, and door after door after door, you'll probably end up making it all the way to door 10. And since you're trying to make it to door 0, you have 10 doors left. This is the final stretch. And this is where the stakes are at its highest. So, just don't stop running. Since you're going to be going extremely fast through these last 10 doors, never open up a side door or else you'll probably fall into the vacuum, which is an endless void where you'll absolutely never make it up. Once again, haste draws ever near. You're down to around the last 5 rooms. 4, 3, and then, once again, you're now in the last stretch. You have 10 seconds, and now, all of a sudden, you hear blitz. You need to hide quick. But you look around and there's no lockers. Nowhere to hide. Your only option being to drink the rest of your Vial of Starlight and brace yourself. You hold your breath, and you just barely survive. You need to make it to the final room quick, or else haste will get you. As soon as you get into the final room, you pull the lever, and you're safe. With 30 extra seconds on the clock. You made it to the final room of the back door. You don't need that final potion, because now it's time to escape. Your legs are just about to give out, so you make it to the final door, you pull the handle, and you walk through the weird, mysterious yellow portal. And on the other side is... No, it can't be. You're in the hotel. Is it even possible to survive that? Well, if you want to figure out, go check out the episode 1 in the series on how to survive the hotel in real life. Hope to see you there. Have an impeccable day, and goodbye.
Have a impeccable day.